Despite the fact that we are likely the same species or very closely related, there are vast differences between our worlds. Our units of measure are understandably different, but I think I've been able to approximate pretty close equivalents to your units of distances, weights, and measure of volumes. Time is the one tricky thing, as we measure our life momentum very differently. It's not even possible to really translate, as there is a personal element to it. The best way I can describe it is to think of one long, endless line, with two short lines on either side of it. Think of an equal sign with a long, infinite line passing through it. How we measure time is a matter of trying to keep the two short lines as parallel and equidistant to the long line as possible. The long line would be close to what you think of as time, but the two lines represent the two different ways we relate to time, and the closer you can get to and maintain symmetry between the three lines, the better your time is being spent for your particular journey. All of that sounds a lot more profound than it actually is in practice. Just like here, our world is filled with different theories and belief systems. And, just like here, we are no closer to any of those answers. We do know that we are not indigenous to our planet. But we only have little physical accounting of any of our early history. Judging from what I've seen in this room I occupy, my world's technology is not only different, but likely further advanced than yours. I'm not a scientist, but I do know that we don't have the energy issues that your world seems to. Of course, your energy is much harder to obtain. You use your combustion engine technology on a lot of different machines and modes of transportation. I'm not a historian, but I don't believe my world has ever made use of a combustion engine. At least, I had never heard of one until I arrived here. We use a replenishable material similar to a very soft putty to store energy, all of which is generated very cheaply from water. Our most critical resources are magnetic metals. We have a synthetic material called plaques, which we do the majority of our construction with. Plaques can be transparent or opaque, cold molded so it is safe and easy to handle, and it hardens to something similar in feel to smooth stone, but it is remarkably light, so we use it like you use wood, plastic, or even steel. But plaques isn't magnetic, and our entire mechanical technology revolves around the use of physical sound and magnetic field manipulation. The easiest way to think about it is that the ore to create magnetic metal is much like your petroleum oil deposits. And, unfortunately, just like in your world, it is the source of much of the strife between our global divisions, both on planet and those that have colonies on the moon. One particular ore, blanite, is highly magnetic and extremely valuable. I would probably put it somewhere between your gold and palladium. Blanite and various grades of crystals are our chief export to the planet markets.